Alright, ladies and gent, we're already started live streaming on Twitch, and now we're going to TikTok. Well, I feel better getting away from the screens a bit, and now we're starting back with, as always, your comments. Let's wait for some people to join, and we go. I have a problem, I think, with my keyboard now. It's not responding. So I'm gonna do that part. npm run, and for this one it's dev. What did we do yesterday? I think we are on the develop part. We did a lot. So what we're going to do today, yeah, I'll fix something in here and then we move forward. Waiting for you guys to join the live stream already. Technically, the live chat doesn't appear on your screen in the past 2 minutes. Try using live voice with comments from your live chat and performance in real time. Well, I don't know how is that possible though. But yeah, got the point. Alright. Let's wait for you guys to join. We have already a bit of followers on Kick. And today we are going actually to speak a bit about the white noise app. Alright, we wait for some of you, and at the same time we see if we can have a new record for today. We had a record though. We had 100 people watching last few days, which was cool. It was dormant a bit, not too many then, but yeah, I feel like TikTok shadow bans sometimes your live streams if there is like too many. And I don't know, yeah. But the funny thing is that, yeah, I think there is like some stuff that I don't know of. The viewers has like some policies. They need always to be over 18 and stuff like that, which is really cool because nobody will be interested in in coding. Maybe less than that. I don't know. All right. So as we are starting today, we are going actually to code more some of the stuff that we left over from yesterday. Okay. Maybe what I'm gonna do is actually gonna fix something very quick because I have stopped last time in here. Yeah, so I have the button for the logout part a bit bad. This one should be at least a flex, I suppose. Let me try that. Yeah, and maybe item center should be fine with a gap of 2 maybe, or 1 would be fine. Yeah, but it doesn't look good though. Item center and justify center as well, right? Maybe flex and then, yeah, the normal flex is a flex row. So if you are actually guessing what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to fix out some logout button. It does look a bit bad though. But I think it's because, yeah, I have some uppercase letters, so it looks bad, but it's actually centered. Alright, I'll add that here for this BG gray part. Do I really need this one? I think I don't need it for now. Where am I coding? On the develop branch. Let me see. Let me create a new branch maybe for a pull request later, so we can do whatever we want here. Yeah, that would be the best thing ever, to not actually mess up the whole thing. Alright, so here I will make it like a develop fixes. I'll just call it fixes for now, and go like that and see if we mistake in that. So here I'll just go flex items, or item center, justify also center, and I'll do a gap of 1 just to be on the clear, and I think it should be correct. Nice, it did it. Alright, I don't see any comments yet, so probably there's a problem with the chat, but yeah, please, anybody watching, comment out below so I can see your comments and I can answer some of you if you want to. Oh, nice. Thank you guys who shared the live stream. I see Paulina shared the live stream, which is really cool. Oh, hi Lewis. Hi Cara. We are trying to build. Ah, chat is working. Nice. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. I actually have this live studio app on TikTok, which is separated from OBS. OBS is where I usually stream, and it's kind of boring. I mean, I don't see everything on it. If I actually want to share a link, or you guys want to share a link, I cannot see it, I think, or it doesn't let you to do that. But anyway, thank you, Ashes, also confirming the chat is working. All right, cool. Let's continue then what we were doing. I have a Haskell exam tomorrow, and I made the tool that shares the clipboard from my laptop and phone. All right. All right, we see here Aaron is doing some cool stuff. A tool that shares the clipboard from my laptop and phone. Is your laptop a Mac by any chance? Because that probably will work automatically. So for sure, some guy in the chat will come and say, yeah, this is boring. What you're doing is boring. Well, probably. Let us actually think about what to add today. We want out actually to share or to kind of create an input for certain search functionality for the app. But before to do that, now that I fixed the header for the logout part, I'll probably introduce Zustand or Zustand or whatever it is for better availability in the whole app. So what I'm gonna do with Zustand is to kind of like always keep up whatever value for certain stuff in the app will be available wherever the route is. So yeah, probably actually to work on the routes will be even better than working on that. Let me see. I will share my screen for that so you can see the app as well. So this is the app. So right now you see here on top, I can zoom in. You cannot see anything. You will see the logo and the logout button. But then if I zoom out, I have home, about, services, and contact, but I don't have anything that works with this, and I need kind of like to introduce maybe 10-stack query. I know 10-stack actually comes with a plugin for this shit, and probably I need to do it now. So let's do it together. So first of all, we need to search out that, and I will kind of share with you the experience of how you need to do this. For example, if you go to 10-stack quick start, you find out that you can install all of these, right? Which is really cool. I think as a start, you know that you don't actually have to install everything. You just need to install the things that you want to do. And yeah, so in my case, I will install the 10-stack router for now. There is also the possibility that you can see certain other stuff. Like for example, if you go here, you'll find out that there is router, table, query, form, virtual, ranger, store, and whatever. We are going right now for the router part, and I think that's cool. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Michael, if I can read your name correct. Yeah, I prefer Linux over Windows, but as I also prefer to play video games and stuff like that, I always want to have Windows on top. So what I'm doing actually is that I'm using WSL, which is Linux substitute system for Windows, and it does the job. It does the job very well, and it works very fine. Yeah. So we are going to get started with 10-stack router. Let me see. Actually, I will go installation directly. I will take it here for npm. Glad that we actually created kind of like yeah, a new branch called fixes just for the sake of it. And you see here I'm switching between terminals, so the app is working actually. Let me just take off the other part for the app, and you can see my own terminal. So yeah, what I'm using here is something called tmux that lets me move through everything. So now we need to choose one of these. So what I'm gonna do is just to take off these. I can also select here because tmux does let me do that. I can delete as well, like that, and then just okay, it didn't work. For sure that doesn't. I think yeah, there is a problem also with with OBS, I think. Yeah, the part of it that does stop this is, I think, the hotkey. Yeah, OBS has some hotkeys that use the control. Interesting, actually. I didn't know that. All right, let's install that. Hopefully it does correctly. Nice. And I'm going to do npm run dev directly and see how can I do this npm router. Quick start. Okay, so yeah, for sure. So what we need to know here is that this plugin is needed for our ESLint file. So if we need like ESLint to be able to identify this 10 stack router plugin, we need to actually pass it as a plugin also in our ESLint. Yeah, correct. So I will just go here, copy that, and go back to my terminal and just install that as well. Yeah, I love your lives. They're very helpful. Me and my friend watch them a lot together. Thank you, Paulina. That's really amazing. Thank you a lot. Yeah, also for the people who wants to support stuff like that, last time I showed you guys my keyboard, like this little keyboard that I have here. Oh, one of them is connected right now charging, which is wrong because it works without. So this is the keyboard, and one of you asked about how can I buy it from a link of mine, but I don't have any link actually. If you want to buy it, you can go to it's called Bureau Lebanon, or actually Kinesis, which is the one that does sell this kind of keyboard. But the thing is that a lot of people DM'd me and said, hey, how can we actually support and stuff like that. There is a subscribe button. It will cost you like around €2 if you want to do it, for sure. But that pushes me forward to the live stream every day. Otherwise, don't do anything, just watch the live stream and don't even bother. Yeah, so Gio, how can I say your name? It starts with G. Yorno. What applications are you using? I'm using NeoVim plus Tmux plus some other stuff, so I can actually show you. I use Brew. Do anybody knows what is Brew in on Linux? I will answer that if you don't. So the thing is that Brew LS here, oh sorry for that, Brew LS will show you every kind of like stuff that I'm installing here. And I think on TikTok you won't be able to see all of them, but I will be okay with reading them for you. And it's ACL Bino Utils, fish as a terminal, because actually my terminal has some kind of custom stuff. So yeah, if I do actually exec fish, I make sure that I'm using fish, and as you see, it says welcome to fish, your friend interactive shell, type help for instructions, right? One of the things that I did fish with, there is like this kind of let's say tool that you can install with Brew. Brew is like your packager for WSL, and here if I do that with ISA, for example, one of the packages, it shows me in a very color way like what I have in that folder. I actually even edited more to show the icons. As you see here, like the icons are really bad, are very small. If I can just zoom in, maybe. Yeah, I can zoom in, but they're still really bad viewed. But yeah, so yeah, I think if I zoom in like this, it's even better for you guys to follow. Yeah, do you think this zoom is good? Yeah, I am on Brew and I am on Terminal as well. Can I do this on a Raspberry Pi? I actually think that Raspberry Pi has some RAM to them, right? Do you have some RAM on it? If yes, then yes, you can install even WSL on it. And you have your own local IP that you can SSH on it, and that will be good. As if you are doing your own VPS. I'll show you my good terminal. I can share with you my my configuration. So here, as you see, I'm on PowerShell, right? But I'm actually on WSL. But the moment that I switch to PowerShell only, which means that I'm not on WSL now, right? Look at this. If I do ls, you see all of these are history stuff. I don't have this on Linux, but I have it on Windows actually. And if I use Z, which is one of the also Choco extensions that you can install and do projects, for example. Even though that I don't write the full path and I press tab, it knows exactly where I usually go for project, and it will show me with NLS, even in a better way, my kind of files. This is PowerShell. I'm able to share with you where I have that. I will share my screen right now to show you, and you can find it on my GitHub for sure, but I'm just gonna share with you the PowerShell file. So basically you go to GitHub, I think this one, repos, I will zoom in, and I think I have it. Sadly, I have all my .files inside my NeoVim setup. You can go here and go to, yeah, Microsoft PowerShell, this one. So here, if you copy paste this and execute again your profile, if you don't know how to do that, just ChatGPT it or search for it. You need just to refresh your profile and it will capture everything. And even you will have some keys like switch keys or something like hotkeys for you also, or for your terminal to become really good. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's really beneficial, and I think you will like it. Yeah, here resides everything actually. I think I have something at the end, like yeah, some readline options, offset stuff, yeah, just params, you know, reader key handler. That these are stuff that makes you fast type basically, and that's it. Nothing really fancy. Yeah, and also you will have the comments of what I used or what I copied. Usually I copy from other people what I see actually good. For example, for this one, I don't know the hell what it does, but I probably copied it from somewhere. It's for Alice's basically. Yeah, which is cool. Yeah, you can take from here and use it directly in your machine, and it will become cool. Yeah. So today, actually, after we install everything, did we install this? I'm sure we did. Let me check with the package.json. We have 10 stack router DevTools and 10 stack router plugin, which is really cool. All right, so now we're going to continue about installing that. But before that, let me just read some of your questions. Go to, what is that? So you use PowerShell while in Windows, right? Yeah. I use PowerShell while in Windows, but now I'm on WSL, also Ubuntu on Windows. You can do Hyper-V if you want. That should work for you as well. Bro, I changed Olama model directly on my server. On the model is not running. Ah, the llama part. I think what you are talking about is this one, right? I think Olama is one of the projects that you can find. Let me just share my screen again for you guys to see it. Is to run your own LLM on your computer, right? If I'm not mistaken. If you go down, hopefully this is the correct one, yes. You will find out the one that is 700 megabytes. That's what I tried and it worked. It's not there anymore. I think this one, yeah, Moondream, now it's 800. Some reason it became like that. And start with this one. It will probably work. See what you have, and it probably will add all your kind of requirements correctly, and then you move forward from there, right? Correct. Nice. But yeah, this is really a good project, I think. And not only this one that is now famous, all of them became really famous actually. A lot of other people forked this and made it even better. Yeah, which is kind of amazing. Wow, like how many people are like putting efforts into AI lately. It's kind of crazy. Did you guys hear about DeepSeek and what happened with the USA and stuff like that? So yeah, Calm asked, so I just copy everything and paste it on PowerShell or not? Actually not. DM me first if you want to share with you the file directly, but what you need to know is that right now I'm actually running my PowerShell again just to show you that. You see when you do dot and then $sign profile, it will show you actually your profile, or either it will execute your profile again. So what you probably need to do is probably notepad profile like this. If you click enter on notepad profile, then you paste the code that I showed you there, and then after that you just do the dot one. Okay, so start with notepad profile and then do the dot, and that's it. Yeah, notepad, just to open notepad because you are on Windows, and yeah, then if you refresh your profile again, it will do the whole thing for you. It will install everything you need, and yeah, your PowerShell will become really crazy, really amazing. And you really love it. Yeah. Yeah, for then install, do you know Choco or Coco or whatever? I will share my screen again to show you that. So in terms for you actually to do that, to be able to use NVim or whatever, there is this package manager. It's called, for Windows, it's called Chocolately or whatever. You go and search Chocolately install or get started here somewhere. Okay, you're not a company. I am actually on the wrong page. So what you need to do is just search for this package manager and install it first. So then whenever you are on PowerShell, you can also know that you are also able to use its data folder for installing Ubuntu or Linux programs like GCC, CC, or wherever, like NeoVim, for example. So here as well, I can do NeoVim. If I just go Z projects, for example, and I choose one like the .files projects, for example, and then I do NVim, it will work exactly as it should work on WSL. So now what is happening is actually reading WSL programs and launching the same inside here, which is really cool. Yeah. Okay, let's exit. Actually we need not that one. Now we are back to WSL and Linux, and let's kind of start with the router already. What are we waiting for? So yeah, we go back here. After installing that, we need actually to import the plugin for Vite, which means that we have Vite config file here where we go, we're going to actually import, or let me write it directly, tanstack. Does that bring it? Not really. So we need, okay, so it's capital T, tanstack, which is weird, rather. Okay, I think as always we need to be kind of from, and I think it's add tanstack router plugin, add tanstack router plugin. So that's what you need to get, but this is not it. It should be tanstack. I'm actually switching to see what it is, router Vite. This should be it, right? Alright, then we need to pass it in here as a plugin, and we need to execute it. Therefore it will execute, right? That's what I should do, right? They say that you also need to add like an auto code splitting attribute in it. Auto code splitting or something like that. I'm not sure actually. This seems like an overload. Seems like something that I really don't need. Yeah, auto code splitting. Interesting actually. Very interesting. Alright, this, I think the tanstack should add some files for us, like gen files, which I honestly don't know how, but they should be actually added by default, right? Cool. So everybody in the chat who's watching, please let me know if you have any question. Therefore, I can actually share with you my ideas and also let you know what I'm doing, because sometimes you just come in and you don't understand even what the heck I'm doing, right? So now we need the tanstack router dev tools. That's what I see that we need to do, and also we need to use it under a React router or create route route, it says here. Interesting. So I think this is a bit complex for what I was thinking, but I don't like the way that the documentation is doing it. So it says that you need to create like some files yourself. One of them is called _source. You go here and create routes. I'm not sure why they don't do that themselves. And here it's routes.tsx, or route actually .tsx. And this will be kind of like the place where you define the routes. And also they say use kind of, if you're using okay, let me show you. It says that if you're using Tailwind, it should be, yeah, this should be correct, because now we are having two links that are basically created as a route with the outlet and the 10-stack router. Does this by default create for us the possibility to route into that directly? I do not know, so let's try. So here we have the 10-stack router, 10-stack router Vite, that Vite doesn't like itself. Maybe we need also to add it to ESLint. Crazy. Let me see if that is an option. I am now going to Google, because I don't think that I heard of this before. Error. So the error that we are seeing, saying that if you import that, the requested model does not provide an export, it says, which is not correct, because 10-stack router DevTools should be providing actually stack router Vite. Okay, so we have a problem with our Vite file, Vite config, and here it's not happy with what we are exporting, and it says maybe it is actually doing an has a default one. Okay, I'll try actually to VA into this and delete that, just because now I think we don't need it. And also maybe, okay, so yeah, it didn't find 10-stack router Vite. Let me check that one more time. It's called 10. Okay, I got the point. So the S should be, yeah, now it's correct. 10-stack router Vite. Okay, seems fine. And also now it's another problem saying model 10-stack router plugin. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just shot in the dark. I'm just gonna add Vite here. Yeah, correct. So it's just have one, and it needs that parameter in the path. Okay, cool. Seems like we are not going to have that error again. And seems like it's working now. Let me test it out. Okay, cool. I mean, now if I just go here, it shows nothing different. So I will show you my app. It's not showing any problem. This is the app. The router seems to work fine, but I don't see its output yet. So if I go home, let me see what I put in my app though. There is this routes folder, and I put please if you link into about or home. So now if I just go here and try about, it should break because we don't have that about.tsx. Correct. So it doesn't take you anywhere, but that's correct thing to do. So it means that 10-stack is working, though it doesn't find its routes. Okay, cool. Let's stop that then and go and find the routes for our friend. So I think what we need to do here, let me just also check one more thing. I know that you guys are typing a lot in the chat right now, so I need to read. The screen screaming at you right now. Yeah. It's that Is that what I understood it for? Because I'm switching a lot between screens and my face is flashing? I don't know. Or maybe you're just talking about the issues that we were facing with EastLint. Yeah, I remember actually I have on GitHub an example project that I worked on with TanStack, and there was something that I'm forgetting about. I think we should 100% use using the client side, which is the React app here, something for tsconfig. Yeah. Something like, hey, use please Vite as a plugin. I'm trying to find out that, but if we don't, then it should be on the ESLint file. Yes, I'm not wrong actually. It should get plugin query. So that's for React query. So we are not wrong. We are not wrong. We are on the clear. Yeah, correct. So who is here following for the first time from you guys? Because you know, guys who are for the first time here, that we are streaming every day, and we are doing this as a challenge for the whole year. And I'm trying to reach out today to 5k followers, because yesterday we already did the 4.5. I'm really surprised by how much we are proceeding when it comes to number of followers, and I really enjoy doing this, and I enjoy sharing with you guys all my knowledge. And even though that my knowledge is limited though, but we are having a lot of fun. And the thing is that you guys also are going to create with me this app, so it's up to you to choose what we are going to build next, and I'm going to be happy for that. So now we are going to create routes for index and about, and honestly it's just as simple as this. This is our route. Next to that, oh wait a second, I did actually a mistake. I will delete this one. Inside this route, oh, did I actually had a mistake for real? I'm having source route. I need to delete this, or I need to yank this, copy and paste it inside here. Come on. Okay, then I will just delete this because that is correct. Okay, so what we need to know now is just this is gonna be index.tsx, and also I'm gonna create another one just for about.tsx, so we are correct. You know what I hate now is that the fact that TanStack router should work by default, but it's not. Because now what I see over here is that if we do this for home, we need to copy this. If you are wondering what I'm using NeoVim, which means that if I go on top, I press GG and then I do Control V, and then I go all file for Control J, then I yank, and then I open this with space EE, and then I go to about, I yank again, and I paste, and I save, and here I will just change this to be about, and component should be about, and this one as well should be about, and that's it. So here, welcome to about page. All right, so let me see. So yeah, for sure, I don't have any types for now to type out there, but should be clear. All right, I now know what to do, which is to import route tree that they said it was generated for us automatically, but I don't see it. Route tree. Okay, then we are not on the clear, bro. Let me change that. Let me try that. Still not routing correctly, but we will figure it out. I'm reading your comments now. Do you offer cybersecurity classes? Sadly, no, even though that I'm good at it. I do know a little bit about cybersecurity. I used to do my own terminals, plus used to do my own reverse shells at the time. basically building Trojans and stuff like that. I really love it. I loved Backtrack, I loved Kali Linux and its tools and the Metasploit kind of part and stuff, but I don't do it anymore just for the sake of it, and I stuck right now only to web development, which is my passion. Maybe in the future we'll go back and revisit that, so if there is anything I will let you know. But if you are interested in courses for web development or stuff like that, then please feel free to DM me, because I already have sometimes some groups that want to learn and I just share with them whatever I can. All right, so thanks everybody for following. Thanks Keybuy for following, Longfleek for following as well. I'm trying to read everybody who followed, and yeah, everybody who's here for the first time, that will be amazing. Thank you all. Thank you. What application are you using? I think I answered that. It's already NeoVim mixed with Tmux with WSL, and I try my best to kind of like create app using React lately, because that's what I'm working with, even on a job level and stuff. But yeah, we are trying to do this every day, and we are now building some features for a white noise app. Cool. So now what I need to do, I think I need to go to my main.tsx, which is the file here where I have an auth provider for sure. Before this auth provider, we need to write some code. One of them is being actually to get the route provider and the create provider from 10stack router, which is supposedly to be here. That's what I need to do. And then we are going actually to use that in the app. But before that, it says that we need to import some generated stuff. So these are auto-generated, basically stuff that will be specifically used in the app for routing. So I'm going actually to do this again, and I try also to understand them. So we don't have now the corresponding file for route3.gen. I don't know where that will come from, but I think it should be done correctly. So now what we are going to do is actually to delete this part, right, and we take it for the index, because this should be here, and it should be also imported. Import app. That's not, oops, that's nice. And also import auth provider from, yeah, from components auth context. That should be it. This one should be string for now, for sure. Does it work like that? Why I did it like that? Why did I do it like that? Let me just go back again. So this is what I'm doing. I'll just edit that back, and I'll use the props later. So for now it says component index. This index is just taken whatever was there in the app before. So now it have a problem with that route gen. We will find out later why. We go back here into the strict mode and we use the router provider, and it should be a snippet though. Change snippet maybe. Okay, change snippet. All right, whatever. So I will just do router provider, and I will go on here, and oops, easy this file. Okay. Okay, there's a problem with NeoVim that got created because of clicking on caps. Yeah. All right, so I'll just return everything as it's supposed to be, and then we go back to that main tsx file. So here we are in main. What do we have to do now is just to create a correct. Yeah, I will delete these two because we don't need them. And this one reacts around res inside word by tag, and we will do router provider like this. So this one here, should it be something or should it be maybe like this? I'm not sure at this point. I need to check. Yeah. So this one will take a router as a router. Basically, that's it. One thing that is left now. Where is my route region, whatever it is called? Hey Spellman, what are we building? We are building actually a white noise app, and today I'm just setting up the router port, the 10 stack router port. And also, yeah, hey Leah, yeah, that's nice that you love coding. What do you love about it exactly? So we know we be on the same page. Yeah, I see from your description you love discussing games and game collection stuff. That's really nice. Favorite language for me is JavaScript, honestly. TypeScript, JavaScript, that's it. Yeah. So anybody here for the first time, please follow up. Follow the stream, follow the creator. I really enjoy that. I will really be happy to share, kind of discuss or do whatever. Every day we are streaming and we're trying to build apps that you guys choose, so it's nice. Oh, you discuss everything about coding, and you work as a full stack teacher. Where do you work, by the way? Maybe I can check the uni or school or whatever. Oh, Code Your Vision is first time here. That's amazing, man. All right, so for you, Code Your Vision, I'll explain to you what we are doing. We are building an app, which is a white noise app, and we are trying to actually install 10 stack right now. We have some problems that we need to fix. So as one of them is this route tree that we're not finding in our code base. Oh, Leah, you are from Norway. Wow. Okay. I always wanted to visit Norway, but I never did. I should though. But yeah, hit me up. Maybe we can collab on some teaching stuff, because I also teach. I teach in universities sometimes, but I do it as part-time, basically. Yeah. And Code Your Vision is from Germany. I'm also in Germany, by the way. Which part of Germany are you? What's your favorite framework? From Gigi Santanos. My favorite framework when it comes to backend, it would be Spring Boot, because it's Java and more like typed version of JavaScript and Java. Is really OOP, which means oriented object programming, which I really like because everything is there. You always have security for that. You have that part where if you create a method, it should be always static or public or private or whatever. Now JavaScript with ECMAScript 6 has that, but that was my favorite framework for the backend. Now I use Express and Node.js and stuff for JavaScript, because if I learned JavaScript that advanced, then why not I create everything with it? So. And JavaScript let you do that, actually. Yeah, let you actually build full stack application using one language, which is JavaScript. Oh, Code Your Vision, you're from Bavaria. I'm also from Bavaria. I'm from Munich, basically. But I'm not German, though. I just work and live here. How should I become a cloud support engineer with a bachelor in IT? Look, if you have a bachelor, let me tell you one thing. That's your starting point. That's your zero. That we call that in French "tête égale à zéro," which means that the moment you were born, right? So if that's the moment you were born, means that now you actually shape your path. And for me to shape your path, it means that you are actually going to choose where to go, and that comes after graduation, because graduation you probably worked on small projects, but never on a scale of professionalism, never upscaled a cloud structure or whatever. So for me, I can tell you where to go for cloud stuff. I can find it. Let me learn client AWS. There is a platform called DataCamp. Yeah. So DataCamp is one of the platforms that I really like a lot for learning, and you can find also on Coursera some stuff, but Coursera will be more broad. But if you want only like cloud structure stuff and cloud support, go for DataCamp. Yeah, JavaScript is more powerful than people think, and I agree with you, Leah, 100%. I honestly think that JavaScript is the only language that lets you do everything from full stack in JavaScript only. I worked with C++ and I'm now answering another question from Nunia. Yeah, I work with that, but I don't really like C++ a lot. I feel that it's hard to switch now, therefore I already invested a lot of time in this. But in the future though, I might revisit everything and go back and see what I can do with it, right? So I think I know the problem why TanStack is not working, because our root is not a TSX file, I suppose. Should be, or it's actually a TSX file. So inside source routes, let me see, maybe I created something about that is not working correctly. So our root, this is the root. They say that this root automatically will create for you the root tree stuff. So if I go root tree, or I just write tree for now. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So the importation of TanStack router is not working correctly. Let me just see then what we can do about this. Alright, I'm going to stop the app from working and do npm run dev again. Hopefully this one now creates an extra file for us. So source, components, routes. Sadly not, right? Do you see anything called root here? Or maybe I should create it? Okay, I will read the description again. I can share my screen for that. I am going to share it with you again. So it says here, create the following files. These are the files. Here, choose an outlet and TanStack router. You see now the app is actually breaking because it cannot find a root region. And that should be automatically done, it says, regardless whether you are using TanStack router plugin package and run an npm dev scripts manually using the route tree file will be generated at source routetree.gen.ts. But how? That's the question. That is the question, my friend. If not, then what should I do? I think I fell into this before, and it was because I created some wrong file name. So I'm going to check. This is double underscore. Hopefully, yeah. And then root.tsx. Let me see in my project what I have for that. It's root or route? It's root, right? Root.tsx inside routes. And this should be inside the source folder. So source route lib, that's something else. Yeah, I don't see any problem in this. Therefore, it's just a router provider problem. Where is the create route? That's the create route. Port. Let me clear an npm run dev again. Okay, so I'm gonna check actually the file. So I see that here I got everything correct, and I used the plugin for TanStack router Vite. Index is correct, this is correct, this is correct, and now it's calling the app from that index. What could be wrong? Probably it can be something with my These are really strange stuff happening now. Maybe guys, you are more experienced with this. Anybody actually work with this before? Can let us know why the root.gen is not generated. I'm gonna search that. Route gentry, it's called. Route gentry from TanStack is not being generated. Create and route, but that's the same, huh? Whether you file-based router or code-based router, you need to pass your route tree to the create route. Okay. File system route tree. Okay, I'll just copy its name. Not being generated via 10 stack automatically. I'm trying to find out why. Ah, okay. Maybe we need to run some CLI generate, but I don't think so. Reactor route. Weird. Let me search it more to find out. I think it is just these moments where we face an issue like this and we don't know what to do. What sector of IT would you recommend right out of Bachelor in IT? Actually, you can pick whatever, and cloud structuring and DevOps will be the best thing for you, I think. Which router are you using? I'm using 10-stack router, and React Native or React. I'm just doing React here. Okay, hope that helps. Thanks KK for following, and El Meldon as well. Hey Leah, it's fine. Yeah, we will be here every day, so you can join anytime. That will be amazing. All right. Yeah, right now I'm actually seeing if there will be something. So zero encoded. Okay, so I will just do one thing. They say if you don't find it, please generate it like this. Should we? I hate this. This is extra. Oh man. Updating blah 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 blah. Routes proceeded routes. Okay. What did it update though? I'm really curious now. What did it actually update? What? It did update nothing basically. Maybe this root part? No, it's the same. But now we have this. Look at that. Look at this funny part about this. So if I go here in routes and I try, for example, to create contact.tsx, it will usually it will usually create the route automatically though, which it didn't. Okay, I get it. So I think NeoVim needs to kind of adapt to this, right? All right, I will copy everything from here and go back to contact file and paste, but I'm going to get rid of that auth provider as well. Name this not index but contact. Name this as well contact. Go here, delete that. I'll delete everything. Come here and be like, hi there, this is contact page. And now we should be actually good. I'll just test out the app very quickly to see if we are having any problems. Things that we don't have any problem, which is I'm happy about. Perfect, everyone. Perfecto. Now we just need to do think about our header though. I'll show you what I have now. So basically the app is encapsulated now with this kind of like home and about, which we don't really need, but at least the route is working. So we have the welcome to about page and the home page here. So what I'm gonna do is just get rid of this one on top because we really don't need it. And what we're gonna do is to actually go back and edit kind of that part of the code. So that part is in here. Actually, in our root, we don't need we don't need anything from here because this will work as our root, right? What should we do in our root though? I think we can do whatever I did in the index. Wrong. That is wrong. Okay, I think I have an idea. For index, should it be correct? Index from index, and I'll do this as does that work though? Because that's defaulted though, and as should not work, but I will try that. Maybe, yeah, I'll just do index. Okay, fuck it. I will get out this part. Because that is wrong. So export default, then we go there. Probably should now working. Yeah, should be now working as a charm. Yeah, it works, but I don't know where the heck it gets that. We'll get rid of this one here. I will get a center word now. Get surround by this. We surround by that. Then GCC. This should work, right? I'll just G block maybe. Oh man. Like that should be fine. Just to get rid of that HR, because I think that what is creating the problem now. No, still there is like a padding and stuff. What is this? Where is it coming from? I know why now. Yeah, correct. So this should return that directly, and then yeah, look at that. I'll share my screen again. It works like a charm. There is no white whatever. And what I did basically is that I knew that we should always go start from this index file, so I gave this index file whatever I need. And this root file also needs to have this outlet and stack router dev tool. Sadly, it has this HR that I don't know what it serves. So let me return it. See what it does. Yeah, I don't see it, so oh, kept. What happens? Refresh. Is it actually routing twice? What is happening, bro? Okay, let me just do that. Index outlet, and then stack routes. What? It's doing a wrap twice. Let me see why. The main DataX gets that route now. This app is called only in root. Index, yeah, cool. What about if I just delete this? Let's see what happens. I know that will break the whole thing, but what? So we don't really need. What? My brain is not braining right now. So outlet is wherever in an index. Okay, got it. Got it. So we really don't need that. We can leave it like this. An outlet will bring all the things here from index. Well, look at that. It works, so why should I bother myself? Yeah, nice. Yeah, let me read some of your comments, guys. Which plugin do you use for your icons? I actually use React icons, as simple as that. What are you building? KK said, I'm building this white noise app that I'm trying actually to kind of download some white noises and then spread them into like one page where you can use like rain voice or whatever and then listen to it while studying. Yeah. Quintessential said that he will be back. He's sitting on the on the toilet and his legs are weak now. This is nice. I think I should tell this as a joke, or I should screenshot this and show it as the best comment ever. What are you trying to do? Yeah, I just explained that. How hard is it to land remote as a new grad versus hybrid in office? Yep, I get that. So yeah, so for me, I think the word right now is healing, and it is not going towards coding remotely anymore. All right, and that is the issue, because if we are healing and not going remotely, means that we will only accept hybrid and in office. And why is that? Because now companies are trying to push people to go back to the office, and this is I saw from even the companies that I work with, and companies like Netflix, like Adobe, like Google, they are doing that in Europe heavily actually, which is really bad, because I see that for me to actually go back to the office, especially lately with a new kid and stuff like that, it's a bit hard because you have less time with your family and stuff like that, and you see your kid basically from night to night. But overall, it's good and better for them, and that is why they try to push forward with it, with that agenda again. But I don't care, honestly. It doesn't depend on your level, it depends on the company. So imagine if you're going to LinkedIn jobs and applying, apply only for remote jobs for like 100 job already, and then see what is the output, and then if not, then move forward and just go for hybrid. I think even big companies, and as I talk right now from experience, they're asking only for you to come to the office at least 2 days per week, at least. Okay, so Luca said, where are you from? You can guess that. Maybe if you guess it right, you get something from me today. Maybe a course on Udemy or something. But don't Google my name, just guess it by the looks. All right, cool. Even though if you Google async stack, nothing will come, which is probably like a good thing. Yeah. I'm trying actually to live stream every day, so anybody who's new here, please like this, spread it, share it, let everybody know, because we are streaming every day and trying to reach out as many people as possible. And also for Swift to follow in, thank you a lot. And also Wellington is a good name. Isn't that like a dish or something from the UK? I think it's a Wellington steak or something like that. It's really amazing. Yeah, I'm streaming from usually 10 p.m. CET. I don't know what is that in other countries, but it's Central European time. I do sometimes from 9, from 8 p.m. So it depends. If I come at 8 p.m., I will stream 4 hours until midnight. Otherwise, if I come at 10 p.m., I will stream until midnight as well for only 2 hours. It depends, Alicia, but thank you for asking, really. At least anybody who's here knows about that. And also, it's very tricky. I have a problem with with one of my RAM stuff in my computer, and also that affected like the whole unit. And then I have a problem now with what is it called, like une pile in French. Right, so basically I have a problem with the battery of the PC, kind of, let's say like that. And this battery actually is responsible for the time. So sometimes I open my PC and I see it, oh, it's 6 p.m, it's still early, and then actually it's 1 hour late. Or 1 hour earlier. So basically I need to fix always my date and sync it. So what I did, I created kind of like this PowerShell script. So whenever I enter, I will just sync my time, which is really cool. If you're a programmer, you can fix any issues, honestly, which is a really amazing thing to do. Yeah. Thanks. I'm learning to build full stack app with React and Node Express, so it might be very useful. Honestly, that's our next topic, and we're going to build that in the next few days. This app sadly uses only React. You're going to learn a lot about React if you follow us as well. But the thing is that it depends. It depends on what you are trying to do. Also, if it's aligning with what we are trying to do and trying to achieve here, just you say, hey, what if you build this and we can put it in our README file? So I will show you that. Our README file actually is based on what people suggested. We prepared everything for here. Actually, for Tanstack, we did this part. We tried React bits. We didn't like it much because it's very heavy computing. We still didn't add Redux, but today we already added one of the heaviest lifting part, which is, let me actually copy this and just paste it. Why should I do that again and again? So here, see inside that. Oops, see inside that. It doesn't work. Okay, I'll just select it and see and say added Tanstack router, which is very cool. Yeah, minimalist design, adjustable volume control. Still we didn't do it, but yeah, custom backgrounds, we still, these are stuff that are for later. So we want this app to be more customizable, so people actually be able to feel as if they are home. Especially if you are going to study, you always want to have like this familiar kind of surroundings and stuff, and with having this with a platform on the web will be really good. Especially Momentum will be very sad because they make you pay $10 a month for this, so we are creating it for free, which is really awesome. Trying my best to do that. Abdu actually just pasted my name. Yeah, that's my name. When did you start doing these lectures? I started this 2 weeks ago, and we are on nearly 5k followers, which is I'm really surprised by. We are going to do this every day for the whole year. If it takes 2 years, if there is supports, there is subscribers, there is people who wants to see this every day, then I will do it. I have no problem with that. And yeah, it's kind of like I started it not really to make any buck of it. I'm really good with that part. I'm working, I'm doing my best. But the thing is that I did this just for the sake maybe to be able to teach people and change some people's life. And when I say this is sarcastic for some people, you'll be like, yeah, you're trying to change some people's lives. But actually, if you DM me and you ask about, hey, I don't have money, can I just buy this course or get this course for free, I will try to contact some people or get it for you or do something like that, which I did. And I'm not telling that everybody who needs to buy something comes to me, but I'm just saying that if I can help, I would help with anything that I can. Yeah, so Zero the Best, thanks for the follow, and also thanks for the good question. He said that if I want to start today, where do I have to look at? The good part about this is that you need to know what is your goal. So if you want to build a full stack app, therefore you need to start from logic. So basically learning algorithmics and knowing how coding works. The point here is just to learn how to kind of like create your own environment. Like for example, Alicia said that she learning Express for backend and also front-end React to build her full stack app. I say Alicia is super smart because she or he, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. So Alicia, wherever you are, she's really good with he is really good with choices. Why? Because yeah, I'm sorry, really, because I'm not familiar with English names, and honestly, I come from far away for speaking English. My first language is Arabic actually, and then comes French, then comes Russian, then comes German, and then comes English, which is a bit too much for me, for my brain, to keep the names and stuff. I nearly I remember my first week as Netflix at Netflix, and I'm really getting away with this. We had a colleague called, oh man, what is it called? Like, so for example, it's a man, but I kept calling it she in front of everyone, and this guy is in the board, and he kept looking at me like with two eyebrows like this, and I'm like, oh shit, did I call this guy like she all the time? And but if he find it super funny, and he gave me some slack for that when he knew that where I'm that I am not familiar with their names. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, for example, my name is Ayman, which is an Arabic name, and the funny part is that my son is Noah, for example, and at work they ask me usually, why did you call your son Noah? I'm thinking about it right now. I'm saying like, yeah, he's lived in Europe his whole life, and I think he will not go anywhere else. Maybe someday if he chose to, but he wants to be also familiar. I'm not going to kind of name him Muhammad or whatever, because I know the skeptical people here about the names and stuff, and sometimes they mock each other. Kids nowadays are really scary. And yeah, so I kind of like chose a global name, and I heard that time I actually asked ChatGPT, which is really horrible for my wife to know now. I asked ChatGPT, hey, what are the best top 10 names right now? And he said no. And I was like, fuck it. I went to my wife and I said, hey, can we name our son Noah? For sure, I like it. Noah is one of the most shared names. Why? Because it's a prophet in every religion, actually, in the three main religions, let's say. And also it's loved by everybody. It's as if I'm going to name my son like Isa, which is in Arabic means like Jesus or something like that, or Muhammad, which is one of the prophets. So yeah, it's kind of funny because yeah, I remember hard thinking that and typing everything into the chat with my wife and trying to kind of like introduce AI to take a decision with us. And in the end, we chose no, which is very fun. Quintessentials was in the toilet actually all the time watching the live stream, and now he's back. Where are you from, Quinton? I really have a bad memory. I think you're German as well, right? Oh, Zero the Best said, I'm a management engineer and I have not specific purpose, just want to dive into this field. So to go back, Zero the Best, to answer your question, then I will go with Python for backend, and frontend just do, I don't know, do JavaScript for now, do even vanilla JavaScript. There is like this Vue.js, which is really amazing, or Svelte. Very easy to use rather than React. So Python, Vue will be good, and then maybe Python and Angular will be great, because Python you will pick Django as a framework in the backend, and then you go on the front end and learn as slow as you can. But get well with algorithmics. I can send you to a platform called Front End Masters. They have also backend topics, so check them very well, and let's talk about it. If you are again on the chat, I will try my best to find a common ground for you, and maybe collaborate on a project. Yeah. Oh, look at Sirius Folem Fida said he's from Switzerland. Nice. So yeah, I mean, I like this. I like that everybody is from everywhere, basically. So I don't know if you know, I'm from Tunisia, so Tunisia, and it's really far away place from where I am right now. And yeah, and it's very funny that in the domain of engineering, I think Tunisia is the second country in the world that exports engineers, which is very funny. I don't know what is it about, but I think we have like a very hardcore system for bachelorette, or for baccalaureate, which is the final exams for the school, which we picked from France like 30 to 50 years ago. And France actually thought about it again and said, okay, it's so hard, we need to change it. So France changed the whole system, but we kept the hardcore mathematical stuff. You end up learning a lot about the things that you don't need, like for example physics, quantum physics, projectile physics. I remember doing like yeah, doing like aerophysics, like how if I send the rocket from here when it lands in the moon, stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if you know, but this is one thing that I learned in school, that when we send rockets outside or wherever, we don't really need to push them. But we need only to push them once, and therefore they actually get into the gravitational order of that planet and keep turning and turning and turning without any power. So I didn't know this, and I had to learn it. And yeah, today, only today, I actually was with my son, and I kept remembering like these raw things that we, like the density stuff that we learned about water, oil, and stuff like that. And it was so much stuff that we learned that I was like, what the hell? Like we had 60 exams or something at the end of every semester. Trimester we had, not even semesters. But I enjoyed it. Kind of like it makes your brain very into math, that anything else when you are 18 plus becomes easy. When you come to Germany, for example, to study from Tunisia, you will find yourself 1 year plus for the people, because the things that they will learn at the first year, you already knew them. So that was good. Yeah. David Bush said, what streaming software are you using? OBS? Yes, I'm using OBS with Live Studio from TikTok. Yeah. So cool. Now that we did this stunt stack thingy, let me just go back now and actually push this, and I'll show you how we do this, kind of. Am I doing something wrong? Because I feel like, yeah, okay. Now I will do lazy git. So you can actually go here and see all the changes. I think we didn't have any mistake or any problems. So what we're going to do, we have this fixes local branch, because remote branch doesn't have that. We have only develop and main. But the funny part is that we need to take this and do a pull request right now, and maybe delete this local branch later, because we don't really need it. This is what we do every day and on our jobs. Basically, we have like a local branch that you use it, and then on the PR you delete it. So what we can do, we go back to the file system here. I press A for committing. I know that A and C are different words, because usually C for committing, but I actually have to source the files, therefore I'm using A. And then I will press C for committing the summary. So I'm saying, hey, here I'm adding 10 stack. I think you won't be able to see that because it's on my right side of the screen. And now you see that fixes actually got updated. If I click here, you will see my latest commit, right? So I go again and I try to do Control P or Mash P, Mash for Shift P, yeah. And then I push it to origin. You see that circle circling around, and then if I go back, I will go to GitHub right now and show you what we did. So I'm going to app here. So anybody who's watching from, I actually stream on Kick, as you see here. I'm on Kick as well. I stream also on Twitch, as you see I'm on Twitch here. So search me by the same name if you want. This is the app. We don't have any problem right now. Just later we will update these headers on top. And for now we have our noises working fine. Let me try one. Works. So let me try rain. Very bad rain noise. Yeah. Anyway, so now my logo, we will change it later, and this is the logout button that is connected with via Firebase basically. So now I'm going on top, going to my repo for this white noise app. As you see, what I'm going to do actually exactly is like this. So you see here that I have fixes, which we just did right now. It's actually a bad name for it. Usually you have like the number of, or the ID of the pull request, and then the fixes on top of it. And then you do compare and pull request. We're not going to touch main at all. We are going just to touch develop. So here it just prompts you to go to main. You will say, no, I want it actually to go to develop. And why you do this? Because if we go back to Excalitro, our friendly, let me delete everything. So this is how it is. So this is your main basically happening here. Let me zoom in, or maybe let it be like that and make it a bit wider. Yeah. So this is your main branch, right? And you want always to be parallel to it with develop. So this is dev. And what you're gonna do here is every time you have a task, you pick a copy of this dev. So 2 engineers can be doing 2 copies like this parallel. So if you finish with his task, then he's here, he returned it to dev, then task 1 is done. And then you are continuing. Imagine this is continuing. The moment you want to do this, you just take a copy of this, or actually take a copy of develop and merge this here. So then you will have task 2. Therefore, always it is kind of like aligned. Also, why you take this one here? So here you actually do the merge conflicts, right? If there is a conflict, basically. That's it. I mean, I hope this helps. I don't know why I'm explaining this, but but it's good for you guys. It's interesting for you guys to know, right? And yeah. Oh, I do learn path MATLAB courses online, so the software does the math. All right. I mean, yes, that's correct. I mean, MATLAB does that. Oh yes, GitHub, I needed some tries and error until I had my app there. Yeah, sure. So let me explain to you more, as Alicia also is interested in this. So imagine, we call it a work tree. Usually the work tree goes, this is vertical, right? Vertical, horizontal, yeah. So the work tree works like a graph, kind of, right? And whenever you have a branch, it will be parallel to the graph of, to the axis of Y, and not the axis of X. Why? The axis of X will be the versions of the app, which means that now we have main, we have dev, and we have multiple tasks, right? And the multiple tasks will always have t. This is kind of like, if you think of y, think about it as time, right? And this is t equal 0, which t equal to 0. This is t equal to 0. So basically these are the small tasks. You know, these are branches. Basically, why we call them branches? Because if you go into the garden, I'm like now explaining a lot of things. What is usually the most tall thing? It's called the tree, right? So now you know where the git tree came from. And what is the small stuff? Usually you call them grass, right? But we also call them branches. So things that are like this, right? So that's how, believe it or not, that's how the engineers actually did it. And that's why they called it like that. So these branches also are always, in terms of time, they are short, right? Sorry, I scrolled for you guys to see. And then this time period can be 1 hour, let's say. So these are actually having days, right? But these have minutes, basically. And that's why whenever you push something from here to develop, it will just go like this, boom, and go there. And then your friend finished, then boom, it got there, and then boom, it went there. And usually also, why we do this, this is the point where you can blame. What does mean blame? Blame usually is an exponential graph like this. Pum, 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 pum. The more you go into your repo and it becomes better and more sophisticated, the more the blame becomes more, which means that the blame can be good blame, by the way. It's just called blame, git blame, right? So the blame can be good, like, hey, 100%, good job, mate. Or, hey, -10 good, to Gryffindor, you're bad, mate. So it depends, right? So how it depends on why we call it blame, because you can always hear, which is this part for the merge conflict, you can say, hey, even though there is no merge conflict, but still you need to update this and that. Sometimes, right? Engineers forget to actually close up on the console logs. Yeah. So the console logs, you always need to take them off. You don't want in your app to have console logs so people can actually spy on what you are trying to do. So the thing is here that if you blame that person, then the engineers, the quality of the engineers becomes super good. At some point, people will just become really, really knowing who to blame them and what to blame them for. So it will become like this. With time, this will exponentially go like this. So the quality will go like up, and then stay still. The moment you know that you are staying still like this, it's either I need to hire something new. So the team is already great. Now they need to kind of like go and mentor someone new, or it's the time for you to actually allow someone to get a raise, basically. So that's it. I mean, this is how it works in my company, at least. But yeah, other places are totally different. Yeah. Hey Kharadin, how are you, mate? Oh yeah, nice. People are following. Yeah, cool. So now we are here, we are adding 10 stack, and we just want to make this correct. So adding 10 stack to our repo and taking this to dev. Usually here you can write, yeah, I will answer your question, Sam or Siam or whatever. I'm writing Excalidraw, that's what I'm using. It's really a good tool. I wrote it in the chat with 2 dots. Is this Go dot? No, this is basically TypeScript, and we are trying now to do merge. So yeah, so after we added that, we create a pull request, and yeah, the moment you create a pull request, and that's why that's really good, because now you can just merge it, which makes that we are actually not doing any problems. And then confirm the merge. Hopefully I took it to develop, right? Yeah. And then you can delete the branch of fixes from the remote. And therefore, if we go back to our terminal and go check which branches we have now developed that is pulled out with the new changes, we can delete the fixes branch, and also we can check the remote and we find out if we updated though. Let me update. How can I how can I update this? Yeah, detach it. I can detach it, or maybe if I just pull this, I don't know, it seems like it didn't update correctly, but you know 100% that there is nothing there. And how is that? You just go to your code base and you check here, and therefore you have main and develop only and nothing more. What workspace are you using? What do you mean by that? Maybe I can understand you better. You mean as where I am actually coding, or I'm using NeoVim. Yeah, I'm using NeoVim as my editor. Yeah, which is really cool because I got used to it so much now. Let me share with you some tips. So let's say, for example, I'm here. Let me actually create some lines, empty lines, right? So for example, if I want to make a comment like this, I just press GCC. And how is that? It's just that you set them up in your config basically. So if I want to see inside the word, or basically change inside the word, I just do CIW and I start typing. I type U for actually undo or a do or a undo, yeah. And redo, you just do Control R. So I showed you that CIW, I can do CI, for example, parentheses like that, or accolades, or curly braces to actually start changing inside the curly braces, which means that I'm actually changing everything. I can do, for example, CC, which means that I'm changing inside the line. And these are Vim hotkeys, and you can learn them in Vim basically. Yeah, and also you can learn them more if you just get used to WSL and or Linux or whatever, and use Vim heavily. You will be really a hero at it. Yeah. NVChat NeoVim. Well, I'm really far from being an NVChat, but I think I created a really cool configuration, because now if I want, for example, to go to the first parenthesis or first curly braces, I just do opening and then M, it will go there. Then if I go opening and then M again, it will go to another one. But why it went to the closing one here? Because I'm just clicking like opening or closing bracket. So if I do opening bracket and then M, it will go always to the opening of a curly braces. And if I do closing bracket and then M, it will go to the next one basically. So I configured that. So for example, if you are here and you want to go to the next one that is basically paired with the curly braces that I'm at, you just press the percentage sign basically. If you are in any place here and you want to find something or go into something, I will do find and then parentheses, and I will go there and I press A to go after it, or press I to go into it and start inserting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I still, for example, do K, 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 J, 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 but I think it's just a habit. I cannot go like this, like 6K, and I go up to 6 lines. I don't know why, but if I want to delete something, I will go DD, 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 which I can actually not do it like that. I can just, for example, go like this. I do 2JD, for example, or something like that, which I really don't know why, but D1J like this, and it will delete. Yeah? I'm just not customized that much, but I customize the things that I think that are good for me. Yeah, I think you will never miss, because with Lua snips, you are actually doing it correctly all the time, and it will alert you if there is anything. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you can do that. Just search in VS Code NeoVim plugin and you can do it. The only thing, for Alicia, is that you need to use a keyboard like this one, because these keyboards are actually, as you see, the gray buttons from the right side of here are the ones that I move with, and the gray buttons from here are the ones also that I used for movement as well. So it depends on what you are doing, basically. And also, if you want to torture yourself, do it at Christmas, because it's a wrong thing to say, but for me, I actually switch my keyboard in December, usually at December, after, oh sorry, 1 second, after 15 of December, basically. Then nobody's working. I can say I'm working, but I'm not really working. I'm stealing the hours from the from customers, and I'm just like learning how to do stuff. Yeah. So it's amazing that you can do this stuff. Why? Because you feel your brain aching at some point. And why is that? I feel like if I keep doing this stuff regularly, at some point I'll just have a stroke. I'm kidding, but it's like too much to do, to geek out on. And me and my friends, we just sit down and be like, hey, did you see this new thing? Let me learn it. And you spend like 2 hours or 3 hours learning it, and then does it help you in your work? No. Does it do anything to make you look good? No. It just make you self-taught, right? And that's it. Yeah, you Big Puppy said it. Are you self-taught? Yeah, I am self-taught. Yeah. Lisa said, love the keyboard. Thank you a lot. Yeah, I also love it. I got used to it now. I can type fast with it, but not that fast. And it also makes you better in a way, but not in another. So for example, now I cannot game with this one. For sure I cannot do gaming with this one, because it's kind of not like the normal keyboard. Everything is aligned. So with the WASD in these ones, you have always the W a bit to the left, and here you just move a finger like this, up and down. You don't have to do this or this, just up, down, up, down. It's good ergonomic for your fingers and stuff, but not really that much important. Yeah. I didn't watch a lot of YouTube. I will show you what I did. I actually have it. So if I go to ls, where did I save it? I'm not sure, but I think in learning. Yeah, ls, and it's no. Actually, you know what? I will just go to my config directly. Yeah. So here I created an mvim file, and all these are stuff that I talked about right now. So I have the advanced stuff. So for example, for recording, this is really amazing stuff. So let's say you want just to do something for all the lines, right? Are you following, guys? So I can show you this. This is really amazing. So look at here and here, somewhere here. Oh, my finger, come on. Like this line, right? Where it's written normal. There you will see under it something like recording, right? So this is what will happen now. So for example, I will start recording. I will say, hey, I'm now recording with the Q actually, and I'm recording on the letter A. So whenever I press letter A, I'm gonna do this. For example, go to the end of the line, or actually I'm going to select the whole line and then do surround, and I want to surround this by parentheses, and then close this and go down, 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 and then close recording. The moment now that I press A again, I will do that and again and again and again and again. And good thing with Vim that also the last thing that you did is registers as a dot. So whenever you click dot, also it should do that. It should do the @A stuff. So this is cool. I mean, sometimes you do this on VS Code and you keep like scrolling, touching this, copy this, paste this, but so you can do it now with the keyboard without even taking your hands from the keyboard. So here, what is this? VAP, which means VAP means like select outside of phrase or select around the phrase. V for selection, you see on the bottom we have a visual mode, and then A, and then for around, and then P. There is actually one cool thing also you can do. Let me try this, VA2P or something. I cannot do that, for example. P will work as a paste here. So for example, you want to select 3 lines, you just go like this, like V. 6, for example. Where is the 6? And J for down, and then you select that. That's it. I mean, cool, but not that cool for everybody to learn. I think it's just for the people who wants to just use only the keyboard. Yeah, nice. Lisa said, so I have to buy it because my kids steal my mechanical keyboard to game with this. No chance. Yeah, no chance. Honestly, no chance to game with this one, because he cannot take one and go game with it. I mean, he still needs the space. The space is on the left. Very cool thing actually about this is that your thumb will be the one to type the space, type the enter, type also home, and do some of the stuff. Yeah, cool. Thank you for the questions. Actually, this is nice. Not good for gaming at all. Actually, I have another one which is a Razer keyboard, and I have a Logitech keyboard. Everything is Logitech. I have the Logitech mouse, the Logitech headset. I was sponsored by them at work actually, and then I have everything Logitech here. The Logitech also, even the mouse pad, everything. I think my PC also, and I have also codes for. Let me show you that. I think I have codes for 35% off on Logitech. So anybody who wants to buy Logitech, come back to me. Yeah. Basically, you create. Oh, sorry for that. I sometimes actually touch the mic wrongly from the button, and it just creates a weird sound. So Lisa, yeah, I kind of create functions that are based on the memory of the app. Of NeoVim app. Yeah, I can show you how that works. Actually, if you go here and search for registry, these are all the registry stuff that I did, which is really cool. So for example, if I want to grab something from another file, I will do like, hey, I want to grab the registry 5 and then paste it here, for example, which is really fun, like 5 and then paste. Or let me see the registry again, the registry at 5. Okay, so you go up. Let me copy it on somewhere you can see it. I can do that and then say, hey, I want to copy number. Let me see. I want to copy the path, for example, and then paste the path. And funny enough, this one is not having any path. So let me see again. Like that, 5, paste. No, it's not working for some reason in this file. But yeah, so you can copy this one, for example, which is that what do you call this one? I don't know. Quotes 2, and then you press paste. Let me try that. 2 and then paste. Yeah, so there you go. You can copy anything that you did from another app. And let me see something else. Usually it lets you to copy the path, but for some reason it's not doing that. Interesting. So this and then that and then P, wrongly enough. Yeah. Maybe because I'm stupid. I think I wrote the word path there. That's why. Interesting. All right, let me do this then, and then I will do this and then P. Yeah, it will show you the name of the file but not its path. Awkward though, I don't know. Maybe there is another way to do it. Maybe if you click only and then press 3. Okay, so if you click here and then press one of the numbers, it will take you to that file exactly. So now if I want to go back to readme file, I need to find out where I actually have the readme file in my... Actually, I can press Ctrl O, and Ctrl O and Ctrl I will get you back through the file system, and these are called the jump outs. Yeah. All right. Hi Franco. Hi everyone. Any tips to learn going to take a class called Programming 1? What is this class about? Maybe you can share with us some of the curriculum and I will comment on it. What is your work? Where are you working, if I can ask? All right, I work at Adobe. You know Adobe, the company that does Photoshop. That's one. As a contractor, I work with them. I work on I can share with you. As a contractor, I'm not allowed actually to touch the base code for some of the stuff, but I'm working with some function called AT-offer, and this AT-offer is Spectrum CSS. Basically, I will show you that. So we are building stuff for them. All right, so Spectrum CSS is kind of like a framework, yeah, and that you can learn, and here how you can learn it. So I'm building this stuff. So if you use Spectrum form item field, I can make that happen, which is really not that exciting job for me. I created this button. I call them primary buttons. You can find them out also there. Yeah, this is for the focus part. Yeah, I think here if you click it, there is no... Yeah, I didn't read the docs as I created them, but I actually can show you one of the things that I built. Yeah, if you go, for example, to India, no, not India, Germany, Acrobat Web, and I will show you what I created. So you will see my buttons basically everywhere. So yeah, here we go. This is the button that I just showed you now. And if you hover over it and inspect it, it should be saying, yeah, Spectrum button primary somewhere for the data set. Yeah, data test ID, and then data variant. This is accent. And then if I change it to primary, it will become like that. Nice. I know them by heart actually. Secondary. Secondary becomes more black. Anyway, it's fun. Yeah. So it was really cool to learn this, but I think I'm done with it. I like really to create apps using other people's packages. That's why it's kind of really tempting to do this stuff, but for a good pay I will do it, but then I will move to something else. Hello, Lolowitz is here. Nice. It's Python and I don't do nothing about programming. Python is good. I mean, you know why I always say do Python is because Python comes with a lot of API functions that you don't know of, a lot of them. And I will show you an example. So for example, if let's just jump out to that other project that we were at, Control I. So now we find ourselves not in the project, just in the file. So CD. This is funny part also that you know that you need to know, guys, that we also do trainings in this live streams, and we actually did a training part. See here we did challenges that we fixed out, and here for example input the text, and then you input some text like this one here, and then you need to say how many words in each line that you got to repeat. And we used the regex in this, we used some local substring stuff, we did the longest substring, we fixed all of these together, and we learned a lot of stuff. So why I'm showing you this? I'm showing you this for these maps and sets and stuff. And I'm sure that I did something here called reduce. Yeah, so here I'm trying to do the sum. Let me z-top this so you can see it. I'm drawing the sum of some numbers, and I need this reducer, right? Do you know how can you do this in Python? I think you just call nums dot sum and that's it. So look at the difference. Why? I know JavaScript can do this as well, but they don't. So you need to do a reducer for it. So Python will be easy for you to understand how things works and be faster coding and throw in hash maps everywhere, and it will work for you. But I think it's a good thing to start with and then move forward. Yeah. Tester said, all of us, bro. For sure. I think you are talking about the problem where I said I hate it. But yeah. Love Adobe. I work with Accenture. They only use me as a PMO with the CS bachelor. Okay. Is PMO a program manager or project manager, officer, something like that? I mean, you can tell me, Lisa. I got rejected by Accenture. I got rejected by them because I don't speak German. So I'm living in Munich, but I don't speak German, right? And they wrote me, hey, we need you to work on a project with, I think I forgot the client, but it was that they rejected me because I don't have C1 of German. Yeah, maybe Lisa will refer me next time for an English job. Yeah. So can you please teach me my son coding, please? Osman said so. Osman, I actually have some groups that I teach. Sometimes I do it for free, sometimes I do it for the money, but it depends. Just DM me and I will tell you when is the next time. Yeah. Project manager, yeah, but basically administration. Okay, nice. Code Your Vision said, I can teach you German, you mean? Yeah, I see. From your English, you probably can teach me a lot of German. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it depends. For me, I actually find it like very hard to find friends in Germany, especially that it's a country where people are just like monochrome, they just go unidirectional. They don't go back. They just always front, and they basically don't have fun that much. And our fun at the job is just to get some pizza, which I hate really. Like, let me sing, let us do karaoke, go outside, try some new food, try something. So for me, I just go and show them that face as well. But at home, I'm totally different person. I enjoy gaming. I enjoy playing Monopoly with people. I enjoy doing board games, and actually I enjoy doing a lot of stuff. But yeah, you cannot share this stuff with them, especially that I'm coming from a total different country and we have different kind of fun, basically. Yeah. So Franco is also in Germany. I mean, yeah, for sure. If I hopped into your For You page, means that I am also with you in the same place. Yeah, I think it's really good you got onboarded in Adobe. That's fire. I mean, yeah, I'm getting fired from Adobe soon. I have only 6 months left for them. Not fired, but the contract will end. Yeah, and then I have my midlife crisis. Then I need to find out another job. Maybe you need to refer me to Accenture. How is it? Accenture? Because accent, I don't know. Or Accenture or whatever. Yeah. Monochrome is what? Yeah, man. Like, I don't know how to even explain it. Would you be interested in helping me build an app? I pay you good and you can work for equity. Well, that would be cool, but I do this already. This app that I'm building right now is actually just for free, and I honestly don't want to do more because now I will just won't work for you as fast. Even though that I know that maybe you have the best idea in the world, like the next Facebook. Honestly, I don't have time. If I had time, I would really enjoy it. I know, Lisa. I'm actually joking. I worked with a likewise company called like Reply. Do you know Reply? A big company also. They are like CGI, GCI, or whatever like that. And there is a lot of them here in in Germany. And in France, we call them SS2Z, which means that these companies that bring you under their wings and then try to sell you over to their clients. Usually they sell you very like wild. Like, I am front-end engineer, all right? I enjoy doing JavaScript, and I am on a plane going to Italy to fix cloud structure things. I'm like, what the hell? Like, why? I enjoy Italy. I went once to Milano to... I don't know why this happens to me, but I went once to Milano for another reply to actually explain to them how to integrate an CRM called... called Oracle Cloud Management Tool. So OCM, Oracle Cloud Management. I'm not certified in Oracle. I never work with it. I am going there to explain it to 20 people. I don't know them. So I don't know their IQ there. Maybe they can catch me, right? Funny enough, I had to learn what is OCM on the plane. And then the plane is not far, like Munich to Italy is like 45 minutes. And then on the plane, there was a kid sitting next to me. And the kid kept like putting chocolate under my seat and he was playing, right? And I stand up and I see myself like with that nice, pantalon, like what do you call it, like shoes or whatever? No, not shoes. What is it called? Like it's trousers. Yeah, with my nice trousers, and it looks like as if I had a shit on my on the back of it. But the funny part is that I have to wear my shorts now, and these shorts that I have from Star Wars, like a friend of mine who is actually loving Star Wars. I forgot them in my closet, and I took them just because I have nothing else to wear for sleeping. So I was like, yeah, I'll wear this while I'm sleeping. And I went to the company with shorts and like a chemise, like a nice shirt, basically a nice shirt and shorts. Funny enough, Italians didn't pay attention because they really dress up very well. And I was in Milan at the time. They said in their head, this guy is just a genius and he dresses whatever. And I got praised so much in that, even though that I don't know OCM, I had to learn it on the spot, especially that I need to actually understand its API features. But luckily they use like normal stuff. So it was crazy. The moment that they put me on the spot like that, I knew that, okay, you don't pay me enough to do this kind of stuff. So I'm going just to take myself and go open my own company. The moment that I told that to my boss, he was like, okay, no problem, you can go. And then I felt like, maybe I'm not as valuable as I am to them, as I think I was, basically. And it was a funny ending. Funny enough, I stayed in a room, blocked out. I learned a lot that time. I learned so many things like about AWS, Azure, or stuff like that. And I applied for other 2 jobs. One of them is Adobe, and like the rest is history. So yeah, all these experiences make you learn. And I think I did the best when I just gave up and resigned, yeah. So Lisa is Italian. Nice. All right. So a lot of Italians in Munich, and your food is fire. Like whenever I'm cooking for someone and he asks me what are you cooking, I always throw like a random Italian name and they would be like, oh, interesting, is it like a very known name in Tunisia? I was like, no, but it's like something. And and I know like spaghetti frutti di mare is one of the best spaghettis that I ever had. Whenever I go to Italy, I need to always go near like the coast, so I just have the best Neapolitana pizza and also frutti di mare stuff. And then whenever I cook anything, I always add frutti di mare at the end because I always enjoy like Italian food, and I think I learned it really much. Yeah. All right. So I told you a lot of stuff now. I'm also from Munich. Nice. Franco is from Munich. Is Franco also from Munich? No, you're Italian, but are you in Munich though? Okay, so Calm asked what is behind me. This is kind of like what we call lead code. Lead code is some stuff that you understand and work with so you can become a better engineer at reasoning. So you reason better so you can actually do better in your job in the future and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'm from Tunisia, so the cheapest fish we had is tuna, which is the opposite in other places. People get tuna for high prices, but we get it like, I think we had an agreement with Malta like 50 years ago. Like some guy from Tunisia, we had based at the time. So when Istanbul came to Tunisia, we had like this oglo, wherever happened like with the Islamic nations, and they started to exchange wives. And one of the Maltese princes came to Tunisia and actually saw a beautiful woman. So the king at that time, he told them, okay, I will give you up as much women as you want. You just need to give me a part of the sea. and this guy went and chose the part of the sea that is full with tuna, and actually he made a good choice. Now we are just actually think about him and say, okay, this guy did well 200 years ago. Yeah, you mean someone, for sure. I mean, I am Tunisian, and when I go to Tunisia I can get scammed with buying fish because they don't know me also. Yeah. Yeah, I have learned you need always to bring a change with you, but don't base value on Italians. Can you elaborate on that? Nice. Franco is in Cologne. I love Köln, man. I love it. I went there with my car. So after I actually got hired by Adobe, I got like a good sign-in bonus. And I went and deposited for an M3 BMW. I still paying it now. I regret it. I should have not done that. I should have maybe went for an apartment or something. But how can I do that, man? If you want an apartment in Munich, you need to pay 1 million euros or something. So I was like, fuck it, I will get a car. I get the M3 BMW. I'm really happy with it. It's really new. Also, it's like 360 PS or something. It's very powerful. I like its sound and stuff like that. So I said to my friend, hey, I'm gonna drive, and you know the problem with having like an African driver license, you need to change it basically before you come to Germany. So I changed it, and I went with the BMW to the insurance, and I told them that I need new insurance, but I have 10 years of experience of driving. He said, no, you need to start over because now you have a new driver license and it's from 2024. So basically you are new, you are basics. And I said, okay, well, how much should I pay? So I shitload loads of money on this right now. I pay a lot for its insurance. So that's why I hate it. It's a wrong decision that I took and I really hate it. But after all, what I did is I said, okay, if I'm paying this much for the car, I'd rather pick all my friends and go do, what is it called? Like, well, how do you call it? Road trip. So I went with my friends for a road trip. We ended up in Köln, Düsseldorf, Köln, and the NRW area. And then we went to actually Amsterdam through some like other cities in the Netherlands. It was one hell experience. And then I looked at the car. I bought it like 12 days ago, and now I have 3,000 kilometers on it. I was like, I started to panic. I was like, no, now I need to just take a chill. Which is actually also a good story. How do you share that code? I actually have it on GitHub, so I will show you where I have it. I have it on a repo called Codebase with Chat. Yeah. So here, if you go to my GitHub, you can search me up by this name. I'm in Sakohi, and then you go to Streambase. You will find it into challenge, a challenge with the chat. This one here. It's really cool. You can find a lot of stuff there. You can learn it, and you can become better. Believe it or not, you can become really better. Look of politics and appearance and work. True, Alicia. Why everybody is like making me now like go with memories back when I came here for the first time. It was so much to learn. Not in coding and stuff, but actually to learn about people and politics and how to talk and stuff like that. Hey Franco, yeah, it's a beautiful car. I also have it with the Alpine 3, Vice Alpine 3, which is one of the rarest colors. Yeah, and what Quintessential said about learning data structure, async and stuff, that's correct. You need to do that. Yeah, I mean, if Italians don't have value, you don't bother yourself because appearance is a big deal for some. Yes, Lisa, I agree with you 100%. And yeah, I'm not that talkative when it comes to work area. So now I'm talking to you as if you are my brother and sisters, and I'm talking to you with an open heart because I know we are just creating a community here, and I can share with you my Discord as well. Please DM me if you want that. We will just talk and chat there. But the thing is that it's different. When you go to work, you just poker face and just stand up and go there and do whatever you need to get a payment and then go home. And that's it. That's life. That's like literally everyone. If you go a step further with anybody in a work environment, it will become toxic towards you because then you will become the easy one. So if they want to have like let's say a restaurant meeting or whatever, and they have less one person, so they cannot invite one person, that person will be you to not be invited because they know that you are easygoing. So no, don't worry about Lisa or Franco or whatever, he is so cool, he will forget about it. You know what I mean? That's fucked up. I mean, I say that all the time to the people around me, like, yeah, I can joke with you, I can have so many dark jokes with you here when we are talking wherever we are, and outside, or going for a road trip, going for a beer or whatever. But the moment we step into a company, we are different people. We are different people. We come here to make a business, just go home. If they ask you, hey, do you need anything? No, I go home. That's it. Oh, Alicia is in Spain. Oh, okay. I thought you're from Norway. Okay, but you're teaching coding in Spain, right? Interesting. Where can you learn? If you want to learn what I'm learning, I can share with you this platform. I'll share my screen very quickly. So the platform that I usually learn in is Front-End Masters. If you are also a student, you can take 6 months for free. And also, if you are a teacher, you can take 6 months for free. So Alicia, this is for you. And for everybody who's interested. Nice. Cool. Let me see. Actually, I forgot that I have people watching on Kick and Twitch. Well, what am I, a bad streamer? Yeah. So let me delete this so my boss doesn't see it. No, I'm kidding. So the thing is that that now we can talk about learning curves. I think a lot of people are asking about what to learn. So I will share with you how to learn stuff. Okay, so you are on career break learning how to code. So are you teaching something else than coding? Okay, that's interesting. Interesting. I mean, if you have the guts to start over, I mean, that's a very bold decision. Very good one. All right, so I'll show you where to learn. Okay, first, you go to roadmap.sh. So why is that? Roadmap.sh is one of the websites that shows you the full roadmap, and this is also for everybody. All right. So here you see that you have backend, DevOps, full stack, whatever. For me, for example, I go front end. Let me explain to you the way I approach this and the way that you need to take it from my vision to make yourself faster, basically. So here they say that this is a personal recommendation, which is Violet. So if you see something with Violet, like learning the basics, means that it's a personal recommendation from the owner of the website saying if you learn this, it will be better. But what I tell you is that learn only the Violet stuff. Why? Because if you look at this from infrastructure plus longevity, kind of LTS, what we call long time support vision, like it's like small hole, you only know about it when you are a senior, and this small hole is called TLS or LTS. LTS for long time support, which means that if I create Node.js, for example, I know that this Node.js is created for 10 years far. If I create a version that is created only for testing, then I will create it only for 3 months. So you don't go and learn something that is created for just 1 year and we jump over it, right? So one more thing about these here, for example, GitLab, GitHub, and wherever, you only learn one. When you search about one topic, so you will go topic by topic. Let's say you finished HTML. So here SEO, it's not needed. So if you see it gray, it's not strict. SEO is like short for search engine optimization, which means that how can you track the best positions in Google and set your website there. You will never do it. You will do it only one way, which is that you market your product with as much money as Google wants, so then you go up, or people love your website, so they will start sharing what we call external links, which means that free SEO basically. So this part you will learn extra. But now I will go back to this part here when it's GitLab, GitHub, whatever, Pickpocket. These stuff are optional in case of learning. Why? Because you might want to learn the stuff that matters first. So if you see this dotted line, means that it's not now. Forget about it, just come back later, right? So that's it. As if internet, you don't really need to know what's HTTP or whatever. It's dotted, so leave it for later, come back later and understand more. So you go internet, and then HTML, CSS, JavaScript, version control system, and then maybe you go back to GitHub or wherever, learn one of them, and then it says here Git, for sure Git as a package, as a manager in your CLI, but here these are the tools, the frameworks for that. Then one of these, you don't learn the three, you learn npm, pnpm, and yarn. If you want to know the difference, npm has a lot of deprecated packages, so pnpm is like npm on steroids. They filter kind of stuff. Yarn also is the same. So you'll be able actually to kind of choose stuff correctly. All right, so we have Alicia live in the chat, said I need to use my brain. All right, so see you tomorrow. Hopefully I find the time. Every day for sure I'm here, so you can join the live stream whenever you are free. We need more devs in infrastructure, not just software development. Yes, I agree with you, but infrastructure is just a small topic. We can get back to it later, but it depends. Yeah, if you are going to actually do infrastructure, you only do it once and then maintain it. So not everyone wants to do one job for a company and then go after 1 month searching for another. We always search for this kind of like longevity or whatever it's called. Thanks everyone. Thanks Lisa. And yeah, now we go back to testing. That you can learn Playwright. Playwright is very new, actually very new, but Cypress is the one that probably I will go for in this case. And that's it. You keep going, and this website is the website for you. So learn like that and try to move step by step. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're starting with this and you don't have a degree, I think the only option that you will have is freelance. And take it from me, because I had that. So for me, it was even harder. I will go and explain it to you. Before I reached this level of learning like JS completely, HTML or whatever, and React, I had a degree in something called mathematical modeling. Mathematical modeling is what we add now the L to, and it becomes AI. So mathematical modeling is basically prognosis systems. So if you look to the sky today, you don't know when it rains. So the thing is that we do this kind of predictions, right? And we do this using like some packages that we train basically. And we know if it's like, I don't know, 3 degrees by 5 p.m. today, and it will continue to be like this for like 48 hours, and it will probably go -1. Then therefore we probably will have like a very high, I don't know how to explain it in more details, but I think there is like spectrums that you follow up to know that if it's gonna rain or not. And by the way, if you see there is a 70% percentage of rain, that means the 70% area percentage, not like 70% of 100% that it will rain and 30% not. No, it means that if your area is 100%, only 70% of it will get rain, and the 30%, which is this one, won't get rain, something like that. So I was training these models and then got interested in actually making something to show to people, like a portfolio. And when I tried to do a portfolio, it was only mathematical models, and nothing like visionary. There is no UI basically, right? And when you are doing something with no UI, it is hard for people actually to know what you're doing, right? It's as if you're saying, hey, I know how to do math, but you cannot test me, right? So here it came to me that I actually can do some UIs. So I learned at that time something called VGS or something like that, which is like a package that lets you attach HTML to some Python codes or something like that, or even Express code. And actually I did that and I got fascinated by UI. So what I did is actually I went and learned React, and then from there a bit of HTML and a bit of JavaScript, and I extended. And then I found out like websites like this one, like also frontendmasters.com. I found out also Coursera, Udemy, actually better than Coursera. And then I got Udemy Business from one of my friends, which is really cool because they have all the courses for free. And things became really easy for me from then, because then I learned like this, and then I came back to find a job. The problem with all of this is that you cannot find a job like this. You cannot breach the market and say, hey, I want to find a job directly. That won't be possible because you have a portfolio, that's nice, but you don't have the degree, right degree for it. And that's what makes these people scared, because does this guy have the right degree for computer science to actually go this into this? And they call themselves the science, what do you call it? Sci-comp, kind of sci-comp people. Like, so the sci-comp people are hard to follow up, especially if you come from another kind of background. So what you do here, you keep doing project, portfolios until you hit the spot where someone will notice that, because it's very easy to notice your GitHub if you do a lot of work. So now if I go to my profile, actually, I think that I will find out some people actually following me that I even don't know. So that's what I said. It's like you will find out like 30 people follow me. I think, I don't know, this guy from Greece, this guy from Tunisia. So you know what I mean? It's kind of like you have this kind of mentality to share your projects, and you need to show this kind of green area some time to time. Yeah, here for example, last year I didn't code much, but then in the beginning of the year I was killing it. Yeah, but now I'm going back because now we are doing this live stream, so basically I'm coding every day on GitHub. And yeah, they want to see your pull requests, your stuff. They will track everything like this. And then if they find that everything is cool and checks out with you, then for sure they will hire you. Why not? Yeah. Cool. Let me see what you guys have. Is there ever any freelancing? Yeah, that's what I answered. I think it is. It depends also on your skills and also on what you want to learn. If you give yourself 1 year of working hard, you will land a job easy. Can you get a copy? Yeah, Xander, I will actually, if you go, I'll share my screen again. If you go to this part, my repos, and then go to new Vim setup. I cannot share the link, but you will have it here in the README file. Right. So this cheat sheet actually is independent of what I have. So for example, the CIW, the YIW, all this stuff are actually very cool that you can learn out. And I created these myself, and I think it has the basics only. If you want to go through it with me, and maybe we do kind of like something like a Vim learning session in the chat, where I live stream and I share with you basically every command for this, I will have no problem. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe we do that tomorrow. Why not? Tomorrow, let's make this as a Vim lesson, kind of, and we learn all the Vim stuff. If you didn't study CS major, check out CS50 Harvard University. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, it's on YouTube, and you can find it very helpful to start with algorithmics. Then apply on some platforms or certificates. Yeah, certificates are cool. Maybe you can help me out with certificates. Yeah, I never applied for certificates actually. I don't have a lot of certificates, but I have few, and I think it will be really good to have more. It will be really nice. Practical, let's say. It will be really practical. All right, so let's set up what we're gonna do for tomorrow. Let me exit from here, go back to that. Is it training office? Yeah, learning, and then check white noise. All right, so let's set up on the README file what we're going to do for tomorrow. Or actually, we can fix something really quick now. Are we on the develop branch? Yeah, that's fine. I will continue on develop as it is really easy to do. So we'll go out in root. We have that. We go on index. I think we set up our header already, so we'll go on header, in the components, reusable header, and we change these as link because now we have the link option, right? And this link snippet comes from not Lucid React, comes from 10-stack React router. Yeah, and here also we can replace this with okay, I think I can show you one of the tricks of Vim. So if I do this as A again and I'm here, I can say change surrounding tag, and then I will write link, and then it will change directly like that. But the thing is that this needs to be also changed to 2, right? This can be replaced to that, and then also here change surrounding tag, and that will be link as well, and this should be 2, right? Nice. Also this is 2. Here change tag, link, and change surrounding tag as well to link again, but this should be L and this should be L as well. Cool. And this one should be 2. Let me see if the about will work, because we have a route of about here. I hope that will work. Let me try. The Vite page is working, so if I just go here, let me share my screen again. That's the app that we are working on, by the way. So now in home, this is the about page, so that shows that it's working. And if I click home, it just does that, so all good. It's just that the about page is really freakily bad. Yeah, I'm thinking now, did I do correct with the auth provider? I think now I'm not signed in. Let me just go to console. Yeah, I think the auth provider needs to be encapsulated in the index part, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but yeah, not a problem. I will fix that later. Alright, so we will push this. Oops. Oops, what is happening here? We will leave that, it's fine. Yeah, we will add it, fixing out the header with correct links. And we will push that for now. Yeah, cool. So now that we're done with the header, maybe one of you guys can share his footer for this. The footer, I will leave it for the chat. I will call it C inside tag, and then we'll go leave it for the chat. So you, the chat, will be going to create my footer, and you can do whatever you want. So you can DM me some stuff, you can work it with me here, or you can do your own pull request or fork my project and do your own footer, and I will accept whatever I see really cool. Nice. So that's it for today. I mean, yeah, I was really honored for everybody who joined the chat. I really enjoyed talking to you, everyone, and I really awesomely love this, and I really love coding with you guys. So let's keep going on this. Let's do tomorrow as well, and cheers to everyone watching. Yeah, Flying Scott, I will answer some question now. I will like take around 15 minutes for this, all right? So you guys can ask as many questions as you want, and then we close the live stream. Yeah, so what are you building? I am building a white noise app that is actually helpful for us to listen to some white noises while studying, something like that. Yeah, which is really cool. Oh, look at you. I just clicked on your profile, code content, and I see that you are actually sharing a lot of code content as well. That's amazing. Do you speak English? Yeah, you do. That's really amazing, man. Keep up the good work. Cheers, mate. Yeah, you're talking about TS stuff. Nice. And you have really good views as well. That's nice. For me, I don't yet, but I'm coming up for you, mate. Yeah, thank you, Franco. Yeah, keep visiting, please, and keep coming back. Everybody who's watching, keep coming back, and yeah, I would be really happy to stream more and build a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, my brother is also in the chat. He said good job. That's nice. Nice. Code Your Vision said he's making a 2D game. I wish that I can help you there, but I'm not really familiar with 3GS and this kind of stuff. But maybe if I can help you with something, please DM me with that. I will be really happy to do. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Please follow up on GitHub. Maybe I'll share with you my link if you want to follow me there and check all the stuff that I'm doing. It would be really an honor for me. I will paste that in chat. Oops, I cannot do that. Why? Do I have some restrictions on this? I will click it because of this live settings. I will search live settings. Doesn't let you share links. TikTok. Because it's only on TikTok that this is why TikTok website is not working. Why can't share a link on TikTok? Privacy setting issues, so it doesn't let anybody to do that. Yeah, my name is on GitHub is this one, so you can search it out. I have the same kind of image from our PDP profile picture from TikTok, and it's called Ayman Sakohi, and that's my name. I'm doing GS for my website, and I'm sometimes so stupid that I try to fix errors that never existed. It happens to the best of us, mate, and I think if you need help with that, just keep following this channel and be on the live streams, because we're trying actually to build a lot of stuff. And look at this. Actually, I cannot believe how many components we created. We created so many that I cannot believe it, actually. We have hooks now. Oh, this mobile hook, I think we don't need it. But this, what it's doing actually is just checking if we are matching some media and saying, hey, this is on mobile or not. And by the way, if you're not familiar with this, sometimes is mobile can be text, so it's truthy. So if you put two bangers next to it, means that it returns either true or false, nothing more. Yeah, we created a lot of stuff, and I'm really happy with it. I think we are doing great. Next time we will work on it to make it even better. Is there a difference between Git and GitHub? It's like the difference between car and carpet. It's two different things. So Git is the CLI function that you can use to make commits and make versions of your app, but GitHub will agree to for you to upload these versions and put them there, and also upload your repo. So GitHub is the platform that lets you do the versioning of your app. Yeah. Which IT business should I do? Yeah, start with a SaaS. If you are like me, build small apps and try to let people buy them and see if that works for you. Yeah. Yeah, so as Quintessential said, version control for Git, and GitHub is a collaborative platform for built-in software. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you a lot for being here. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, we will continue tomorrow. Please follow up, and see you tomorrow. I really enjoyed everything. So maybe tomorrow we can continue on this and see where we are. All right. See you, mates, and happy night.